Morning, good morning, good morning. It's a sunny day. That's not really sunny. It's not really sunny. I'm making that up. It's a rainy day. Hi, Carmen. Good morning. Good morning, Cardi. So we are talking about come baby mamas. Yay. I'm making some tea. No, I'm not. I'm not making tea. I'm making mushroom coffee. How's everybody this morning? How's everybody this morning? Did you guys have a good sleep? I did not. I slept well, but I didn't go to sleep early enough. I think that's my issue. Oh my God, I don't know about anybody that's a Disney fan, Robin, but did you see all the crazy about them closing my most favorite ride that I force all my family to go on every Disney trip? The Carousel of Progress is closing. They're revamping it. I get it. And then people are like, oh, it's called the Carousel of Progress. It's supposed to be updated. I don't care. Love that ride. There's a great, big, beautiful tomorrow. I love that ride. And you're not even going to get to be on it. Ah! I know. It's going to be better. It's going to be bigger and better than ever. Woo! And then they made the rock and roll roller coaster, the Muppet ride. I mean, so many things are happening in the evil empire. I don't care how evil it is. I just love it. How are my friends? Is everybody good? Hi, Cass. Hi. Oh, all right. I thought I was going to get away with not feeding you guys, but that's not happening. Gotta feed the boys. It'll drive me crazy if I don't. We're going to make some meatballs today, but a different kind to make them more like yummy for baby making. We have a lot of fun stuff to talk about today. And then I have a big announcement. I'm so excited. I can't wait to share, but I figure I better share once we have a bunch of people on, so I don't have to say it more than once, but I'll probably say it more than once anyway. All right, should I tell you anyway? I should just say it, right? Good morning, Kath. So next week is my birthday. It's my birthday. And I just talked to Jacqueline yesterday, my photographer, and we are doing all the photo shoots for the book right after next Wednesday on my birthday. So not only we're going to do what's our class? Nourishing the Brain. Oh, we're going to do depression first. Right after that, my peeps are coming, and we're going to be doing photography all day. And you guys are going to be here with us. I'm so excited. I don't know. Are you guys excited as I am? I'm so excited. It's going to be awesome. So I just wanted to share that. I'm going to make it like a, what do you call it? All right, calm down, little fatty. I got one little doggy that, Thor. He just has to eat. He's totally a little fat boy. He loves food. And if I don't make it fast enough, he cries. Isn't that great news? I'm so excited. So I make them like a little bit of their dry food, and I have like a vegetable mash that I make. I usually make it when I'm here on camera with you guys. And then I put like a fish oil, a probiotic. They get all kinds of goodness Everything's organic and grain-free. They're very happy dogs. Oh, Jay, I didn't know Jay's birthday was on happy birthday, Jay. I love that. I had no idea. Did you know that? I had no idea. Joelle and I had to do all Girl Scout stuff. The very last thing I had to do for Girl Scouts. Well, now all I have to do is help Joelle's girls. Me and Joelle have to get the girls through. I'm crossing my fingers. We have to get them through their gold awards. Yes, Heather. I can repeat my news. Next week's my birthday on Wednesday, and right after our kitchen pharmacy class is the photography session for the next cookbook. All the salads, and you guys are going to be here all day with us. I talked to them and I'm like, hey, we're gonna be on TikTok all day. They were like, woo! So it's gonna be fun. The back room of I know, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. It's gonna be fun. You guys are gonna have a good time. Jacqueline and her husband Chris are just the best, and we are just turning this into a photography studio, and you guys get to be behind the scenes. How fun is that? Hey, Roxy. Thanks for my heart, Roxy. Thanks for my heart, Patricia Joe. Thank you. Thanks, Kimberly. Oh, right? Didn't you say, please don't let it be the week that I'm not in town? Oh, God, Robin. You're going to just have to change your Disney trip. You're just going to have to take the day off from Disney. I hope Wednesday's not the haircut day. Hey, Ryan. How's it going? Good morning, Roxy. Me too, Patricia. Me too. Oh, thank you for my beautiful butterflies. Yeah, I'm very excited. So if you're here for the first time or you're just getting to know us, don't forget to download your newsletter schedule, or you can get it here. You can join us through that, or the LINK and the BIO. There's so many ways. All the all the replays are on YT, and then what's the other thing? Oh, Book a Face. We're everywhere. Join us on IG. Robin, I can't believe that this just turned out this way. I have to go with their schedule. They're so busy that, it's hard to tell. It's hard to tell. I gave them a ton of dates, and that's the first one that was available. And after that, it takes such a long time for everything else to happen that I just can't. I don't know how to wait any longer, Hold on, I just have to take care of one thing. Yes. We have to chat today, right? The girls. The 4 Musketeers. I'm sorry, Robin. Well, maybe you can peek in throughout the day. You can take a lunch break, bathroom break. You'll be in the bathroom on the rides. It is a really pretty picture. Robin got this picture of me. It's very cute. Look how sweet. Cass, that's so fun. So, Cass, you're in Florida, but you're not going to be in Florida that week. That's so funny. I know, right? It came out so beautiful, right, Roxy? Okay, so today we are talking about preparing your body for pregnancy. So for people who are trying to get pregnant, I know it's a big deal. I have some theories about it, but I'm not allowed to share them on here because it would be not good. Queen! Oh my God, that would be so fun. Well, we're going in November. No, we're going in December. You do the annual pass? We did it twice, I think. And we used it, but it just, it's so hard. Oh my God. We're going to Disney in December. I'll have to text you the dates, Cass. I'll DM you the dates. That would be fun. I would love that. All right. So I wanted to talk about it because I notice we have quite a few young women in their like 30s that are looking to get pregnant and are having a little bit of a rough time. And, some women, or many women have been getting diagnosed with PCOS. And, we talked about PCOS last month. If you missed that class, it's in the LANK, the BIO, and the recipe vault. And I wanted to do a couple things. We'll probably do one or two recipes today. But I wanted to talk about a few things that I think are going on and food that you could share with the people that you know. And if you know people that I should share out, I'm going to share out this live too. I think this is an important live because, and they're having some trouble. So if we talk about nourishment and nutrition, stress, a little bit about stress. Sorry, that was me. I'm hitting send so many times that I sent my own self out of the live. So I'm just sending it out, and then we'll talk a little bit. We'll get into it. All right, there we go. So I think prenatal nutrition at least 3 months before conception, it is good. But I think what I find is functional and integrative practitioners often suggest 6 months to a year of sort of getting your body ready. And I always thought about it as, your body's a temple, is the temple and the cocoon to, start your baby's growth. And if it's off a little bit, not that there's a risk to the baby, but the healthier the baby will be. And there's little tricks and things that you can do, like fish oil and folic acid and things like that, that when you do these omega-3 rich, folate rich foods, you get a smarter baby. You get, better eyesight, better this, better, less risk of ADD, all of those things. Hi, Renee. It is like training for a marathon. And the healthier your body is, the better you are. Now, remember, I am not a fear monger. This is not about fear monger. This is just awareness. And, we have a flash goal. Let's see what we get. 9 gifters. All right. 9 people to do a TikTok. I think we might be able to do that one. We have 14 people in here, maybe 9 will do this. Thank you, Robin. Just one each. 9 people do one each. That's how those work. Oh, I think we're going to get it. We only need 3 more. Yippee! Thank you, guys. What does it say now? 7, we need 2 more. Thank you, Renee. It's like 1 each. I think we need 2 more. Let me see. Did it go away? Yes, we have 7 out of 9. That was pretty quick. We only need 2 more. 2 more TikToks. All right, so let's do our daily rankings, see where we're at. Uh-oh, we lost fragments. We didn't gain any. Great. All right. Ooh, we're in C4. I didn't know we lost. Well, we're now back on track, so we're good. I'm not worried. All right. So benefits of preconception nourishment may include higher energy levels, stable blood sugar, better hormone balance. So let's talk about just those 3 alone. We understand energy, right? It really, Renee, it has. Now, the theories of why I think that is cannot be discussed in, out in the world because, they say it's spreading misinformation. So I'm not doing that. If you are one of those people or someone and you want to chat about that, I'm open to a webinar about that because I think it's a very important topic that is not being discussed and really needs to be. The amount of vaccines, the amount of toxic burden on our beings, the amount of fear being instilled on young women. I just think I'll leave it at that. But more stable blood sugar, right? You want to get your blood sugar stable when you are pregnant because you don't want to trigger any kind of gestational diabetes, right? That can be harmful to mama and not so great for baby. So, if you have nice stable blood sugar for a year, you're in a much better position to avoid that drama. Yes. When you were on a diet, right? Like when you say when you were on your diet, when you shifted your diet and started eating a little cleaner and healthier, right? And PCOS is difficult to get pregnant. Not impossible, but more difficult. And there are a little bit more risks. So you have to be aware, right? Oh, here, I can put this up for you guys. Oh, we only need 1 more TikTok. Oh my God, that's so good. I can't believe we're going to make this one. Makes a big difference, right? When your hormones are better balanced, very important. Mood swings, depression. Thank you, Melanie. We made our flash goal. I don't think we made a flash goal in a while. So that's awesome. Thank you so much. Egg and sperm quality improves because don't forget your partner. You want them to be following this as much as possible also because, they play a role. Healthier nutrient stores, right? And then support for early fetal development. Really important, right? Now, that doesn't mean, so we have this focus on, there's so much focus on, when I was young in 1964, I was born, right? So in the 60s and 70s, it was like 1 in 30 children develop some time, autism. Now they call it spectrum disorders. And I think I'm not 1 in 30, 1 in 10,000, sorry. And now I think we're at 1 in 30. Why is that? And we pretty much understand, right? People in this sort of bubble that we live in here. And I think the more your nutrition is in place, the more the mama's gut is balanced and healthy, the less chance our baby's guts are going to be a little out of whack. And that is going to help a lot. Good morning, Tyler. Improved immune function, reduced risk of nutritional depletion during pregnancy, and preconception care is sort of really important to talk about nutrient dense. You eat better, not necessarily more, right? When you eat nutrient dense, your body's going to feel better. You are not going to have as many new mood swings. The health of the fetus is going to be better. So these are the things that we're looking at, right? When we look at nutrient reserves, we're looking at vitamins, minerals, healthy fats, proteins within the body, right? And important nutrients to begin replenishing before conception includes, we just teared up. Thanks, Melanie. Folate, choline, iron, zinc, iodine, vitamin D, omega-3, calcium, and protein. Think of preconception like stocking your pantry before welcoming a new house guest. That's a really good way to think of it, right? You want your shelves full, not adequate. If you're already exhausted and trying to have a baby, that's not helping the situation. So you want to get yourself sort of ready in your mind. How do I do that? You know, I think the most important things are sleep and I love that, Melanie. You want to focus on sleep, nutrient dense stores, things like that. Those are the things that are important. Thank you, Carly. So let's talk about what the nutrients mean and how do you get them through food, right? So the first one to me is folate. And it's an unspoken about nutrient that is so important in conception. And I did get it. I had to pick up Izzy at the airport. They are almost done. I'm pressing the button. By noon, they will be in your inbox. Sorry, for those of you taking the Sunday night class, salads and sips, they'll be ready today. Sorry. Usually they're ready on Sundays. I will work hard for that not to happen again. It's just been, all right. Folate. Folate supports the DNA synthesis. It's a neural tube development, cell division, healthy fetal growth. You want to have a good source of folate in your body. Okay. The neural tube develops during the first few weeks of conception. So when you build that store of folate, you're in really good shape, right? And nobody talks about that. So can you imagine if you're taking folate through food and supplements during, for a year leading up to let's have a baby, you're in such a better shape than trying to chase the dream, So we're talking about spinach, kale, Brussels sprouts, lentils, black beans, asparagus, avocados, beets, and liver in moderation. I'm not into the organ meats, but if you love liver, now's the time to eat it. And you're looking for, if you can find organic beef liver, regenerative agriculture, grass finished beef livers, that's what you're looking for. Choline, it's one of the most overlooked nutrients in preconception nutrition. It supports brain development in babies, nervous system development, methylation, which is the detoxification on Melanie, thank you so much. I appreciate it so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's not letting me highlight you. But thank you. Thanks for the Go Popular. Okay, now it says celebrate. Let's see if we can. Oh, you've turned off your, okay. I can't love you up on the screen, but thank you. Choline, very important nutrient inside the fetus, right? Baby's brain development, nervous system development, methylation, which is the detoxification pathways on a cellular level. Thank you, June. Liver health, cell membrane formation. Many women do not consume enough choline, and let's talk about where that comes from. And excellent food sources are egg yolks, liver, grass-finished beef, chicken, wild fish, broccoli, Brussels sprouts. I love my butterflies. Brussels sprouts and organic soy foods. 3 eggs daily can provide a substantial amount of choline. Now, you could do 3 eggs one day. You could do a steak once a week. You know, you could do chicken once a week. You could do fish once a week. You know, each day you have one of these things for choline, and then you just circle back around for a year. Think about how healthy your baby's gonna be. Simple, simple, simple. Hey, campground, we're talking about baby making. Okay, iron, another one, right? It supports oxygen delivery, maternal energy, increased blood volume, which you need, right? Because you're supporting 2 beings while you're pregnant, healthy fetal growth. Low iron stores are extremely common among women, right? So food sources, again, grass-fed beef. Hey, Lauren, we're talking about preconception, nutrition. This is a good one for you to be part of. We've just covered folate and choline. Now we're talking about iron, and then we're going to cook a little bit. Liver, sardines, oysters. I wouldn't eat oysters when you're pregnant, but prior to being pregnant, you could eat them. Maybe 6 months before. There's other good sources, but I put them in there. You know, I wouldn't eat raw shellfish, you know, a few months before you're trying to get pregnant, just in case. Beans, Swiss chard, pumpkin seeds, and you want to pair iron-rich foods with vitamin C because that's going to help absorption. So you want to do like lentil soup and squeeze some lemon, spinach salad with strawberries, grass-fed beef with roasted vegetables. You might want to, if you're getting pregnant, you might want to look at ferritin testing, right? Just to see where you're at. And you know, it's not a bad idea to start a year ahead. You and your partner deciding to have a baby, I would start thinking about what are we looking at here? You know, like how's my body looking? How can I make sure I'm in the best, hey Ashley, in the best health possible? Zinc, another one. These are like sort of sideline micronutrients that are so important for the health of the fetus. I can't talk here. Hi, Karma. I understand. I think I got your information. You can email me. You can DM me. Hey, Daresh. So zinc, the egg quality, mama's eggs, DNA synthesis, hormone production, placenta development, immune health, sperm quality. Here, food sources, grass-finished beef. Hey, Mark, have a great day. Nice to see you. Hey, Chester, I'm always good. Hope you're always good there. Always good. It's always nice to see when you pop in. Hi, Carrie. Crab, eggs, nuts, legumes, poultry. a can of smoked oysters, you know, those really like the nice cans, really good quality smoked oysters can be one of nature's fertility superfoods. Just saying. Iodine, healthy thyroid function, metabolism, brain development, hormone balance. You're looking at sea vegetables. Time for work. Have a great day, Carrie. Some iodized salts, you know me, I love, love, love. This is my favorite salt. I used to talk about it all the time, and then they weren't very nice to me. So I was like, you know what? I'll only share it on a need to know basis. But this is one of my, this is my salt, real salt. Love this. I love the salt. People at the company, they're not so friendly to me, which I didn't like. But what can you do? Healthy thyroid function is one of the cornerstones of fertility also, right? Important. Again, you're thinking about becoming pregnant. It's not a bad idea. You know, go over to your doctor, kind of get all these micronutrients tested, and really set yourself up for success, because there's nauseated and irritated stomach. Is that what you were talking about, your daughter? There's got to be, I mean, it could be so many things, but the first thing that comes to mind to me, Karma, would be why maybe try and maybe just have like sipping bone broth, probiotics. You know, there's an old sort of Eastern philosophy, a little kuzu root in warm apple juice. Warm apple juice can settle the stomach. Ginger tea. Sometimes for me, ginger tea, for me, is a little too abrasive. I love kuzu root because you've got some nausea going on there also. And an irritated stomach. I'd have to know what that means. Is she in the bathroom all the time? Like, I need more. But yeah, ginger tea can work. I think for me, what I hear from you is like a little kuzu root. You warm the apple juice. You don't boil it. You warm it and you dissolve the kuzu root. It looks like white, and it crushes down into powder, like a powder, and you mix that with a little bit of apple juice, not a sugared apple juice like Lakewood, like a good apple juice. And then when the apple juice is warm, you mix that in, you know, you whisk that in, and you can sip it, and it thickens a little bit. It's really, really comforting to a nauseated, irritated stomach, and then you can sort of calm it. But I would take all the food away and start there and sip bone broth and put one food back at a time. Stay away from nightshades, stay away from highly acidic foods. Start there. Hold on, I'm looking for something for you guys. I made something for you guys I wanted to show you. That's not it. I made you guys like it's my little chart. It's called kudzu, Kudzu, kudzu root. Okay, here. I got to post this for you. I made a little chart for you guys. I love Canva. Do you guys love Canva? Love it. Insoluble fiber. It doesn't dissolve in water. So it's like bulk. It bulks up your stool and helps move it. That's like broccoli, kale, cabbage, green beans, collard greens, artichokes. Artichokes is the highest fiber you can get. It's so good. Thanks for my heart, Lauren. You're welcome. Kudzu root. Yes, it. You might find it in a health food store. I'm sure you can find it mail order. You know, I'm sure it's on the river where we shop. You probably could get it that way. We have it in our shop, but it's an ancient Asian secret. I mean, I learned that in macrobiotic cooking, food and healing. Miss you, Robin. All right, healthy fats for hormones and the baby's brain. I remember I ate so much fish oil when I was pregnant, and my naturopathic doctor said, "Oh my God, your baby's gonna be so smart," and she's pretty freaking smart. And then I gave Izzy's. Izzy had fish oil. Izzy still eats fish oil. So, Kath, it's a root. I wish I had it here. I should do that class next week. Next month I'm adding that class. Let me write it down. What I love about the class is it's kuzu it's a root. It's used in macrobiotic cooking, and it's very healing to a nauseated, irritated stomach. So if you're doing like a bone broth, and then in the afternoon you do a little warm, if you don't like apple juice, you could just do it in water. You could actually you could add it to your bone broth. So what you would do is you get the root, and it's like little pieces of like white chalky. Let me see if I can find a picture. I mean, the internet is wild. Here, this is what it's going to look like. It looks chalky and white, right? That's what you're looking for. And then you take some of that, and you, as soon as it hits water, it's going to dissolve, and then you whisk it, and then you warm whatever you're warming, whether it's a bone broth and kudzu root could be pretty powerful in healing stomach issues. Actually, just came to me. I got to try that. Anyway, you're going to whisk it, and then you're going to warm. You're not going to boil. You're just going to warm whatever you're drinking, whether it's like an apple juice. That's how we used to do it. It's hard for me to keep listening to you. Okay, what kind of bone broth? Like a chicken, lamb, anyone Pacific? Well, I do like a grass finished beef bone broth. And there's Karma, if you go to our recipe vault, it's $5 a month, but if you go in there's a bone broth recipe, and you can put it in a crock pot. Take some of that out, take some cool water, dissolve the kuzu, mix it into the bone broth. It could really help. I'm not sure what you mean, Daresh, but come, go, stay, not stay. I don't, it's okay. Whatever works for you, dude. You're welcome, Karma. Okay, so healthy fats. They're essential because hormones are made from fats and cholesterol, so you really need them. Bye, Kimberly. Cheers, baby. Cheers, baby. Extra virgin olive oil, avocados, wild salmon, sardines, artichokes, anchovies, walnuts, chia seeds, ground flaxseed, grass-fed butter, coconut, egg yolks, omega-3 fats support hormone production, healthy inflammatory responses, and egg quality. So very important. Baby's brain and nervous system development. All the things. Now, blood sugar balance. It may not be the first thing people think about when preparing for pregnancy, yet it plays a very significant role in reproductive health. Every time we eat, our blood sugar spikes. So when meals consist primarily of refined carbohydrates, sugary beverages, pastries, processed foods, your blood sugar is going to rise too quick. So in response, the body's going to release insulin to move the sugar out of the body. But over time, those spikes in blood sugar are going to affect insulin. So when you're pregnant, it can contribute to hormonal imbalance, increased inflammation, irregular menstrual cycles, difficulty with ovulation. Of course, Daresh, you can just hang here. Insulin resistance, the PCOS, increased risk for gestational diabetes. So you really want to make sure that you get your blood sugar pretty stable. Now, the more stable you are prior to getting pregnant, the healthier it's going to be for you and the baby while you're pregnant. So it's one of those things that you want to put on your list to get under control when you're planning to have a baby. Hi, Charlie. So when you're building your plate, right? Quality protein, fiber-rich carbs, healthy fat with every meal. So breakfast, a 3-egg scramble with spinach and avocado and berries, right? You want to make sure that your plate is looking like that at all times. We're going to make some grass-fed meatballs today. Breakfast. You got to have breakfast. It's very important. Thank you for the repost. Appreciate that. Hey, Superfan. How are you today? Hey, Charlie. Thank you. Thank you for all the love. Appreciate it. Look, that's all we need to get our fragments moving again. Fragments driving us crazy. Organic Greek yogurt with nuts and berries. We have tons of those recipes. If you have rotisserie chicken, the next day you can shred it, put it in a quinoa bowl, nourishing bowl with veggies. You want to avoid skipping meals and prioritize fiber. Perfect. Add a few berries to that. Some nice fresh organic berries. Then you have everything you need. I just got a wave of nausea like I haven't had in a million years. I don't know where that came from. No, Duresh, it's fine. You just, if it moves you to chat, great. If it doesn't, then just watch. So many people here just watch and don't chat. It's okay. It's okay. I'm here to teach. I'm here to teach. However it works for you, it works for me. So again, if you skip meals, your blood sugar is going to swing. So you don't want to do that. Woo! I'm going to just hold myself up like this. I don't know what's going on. I'm always on, Karma, but last week I wasn't on a lot because I was catering. So they're not pushing me out because I haven't done a lot of engagement, but I'm back. My work takes me away sometimes and I can't focus on the app. unfortunately, it makes a difference here. So we swing back and forth. What can I do? Do you think he's a bot? I mean, Duresh has been in here for 2 years, though. Could he be a 2-year bot? Uh, that's all right. Stick around, Lauren. But so when they say polyendocrine metabolic ovarian syndrome, I mean, it makes a lot of sense, right? The metabolic piece connects to, you know, the insulin resistance, blood sugar issues, I guess, endocrine. I mean, I get that they're reclassing, but who gives a shit? We got to heal people. I'm like so frustrated with labels and them not, and then the medical community not giving, empowering women and not helping. I mean, how can so many young women have such a serious issue with their bodies? It drives me bananas, you know? Drives me bananas. Okay, great. We have a new label. Yay. You know what I mean, Lauren? It doesn't that frustrate you? I want to scream. I know you're typing away. I can feel it. Hi, Sydney. Welcome in. Welcome in. We're talking about how do you prepare your body to get pregnant? What's the best way? So we're really getting into it. Hi, TikTok. There you go. So, aim to eat regular, right? You want to do the protein, healthy fat, fiber. Protein, healthy fat, fiber. Protein, healthy fat, fiber. Make sure your meals, protein, healthy fat, fiber. That's how you eat. If you stick to that combination, Viviana, welcome, welcome, welcome. Where'd you go, Lauren? Good morning, Teeman. Yes, it's already there. It's already there, Teeman. It's not an inherent cis problem. I know, right? Like, I mean, I think that when you say it like that to me, my layman's instinct says the cyst is the end result or the symptom of all the issues that PCOS comes with. Interesting, Lauren. See, that's the science that I don't understand because I'm not, I'm a chef, not a scientist or a health practitioner. So that's where it's like I just come from the food spot and sort of intuitively connect the dots, you know? Yeah, if you guys want to learn more about me, I'm here. If you're here for the first time and you're just getting to know me, compromised eggs. But what gets them compromised? Like, yes, you say at birth, really? Or is it over time, toxic load, insulin resistance, a shit ton of vaccines, like 79 doses from the time you're a baby and now you want to have a baby, like all that toxic load in your body? Like, how does that not affect everything? And endocrine problem. I want to research that. That's where I come from, Compromise the eggs. Yeah, because of the top. But to me, it's like, how do you get there? You don't just get there from birth. I have a hard time believing that. I'm not looking at the science. I'm intuitively, there has to be some connection to the toxic overload of what happens to our bodies from birth to childbearing years. You know, oh my God, we need to have like a monthly meeting, you and I, because, you know, I have so many theories. All right, so let's keep going because I want to cook a little bit before we leave. That's a terrible thought. April! I don't like that. I don't like that. Women cause their own issue with insulin resistance. Me neither. Me neither. I haven't been around either, and it's showing in my league. I mean, we were in the B leagues, and look at what I've done to the mess. So the reclass is empowering because it's not something they did. Oh, okay, okay, that makes sense. I know, right? We really do, because we really do. I just adore her. Thank you. Yes, TikTok's amazing. I've met the most wonderful people. All right. So let's talk about this, right? Pairing carbohydrates with protein and carbs, but a protein and fat, healthy fats, right? Healthy fats, fiber. I like to think fiber and carbohydrates sort of, you want to get your fiber from the good, healthy carbohydrates. Yeah, doctors would surmise that it's a sugar problem instead of endocrine. But aren't those sort of like what came first, the chicken or the egg? Your endocrine system, the sugar and the endocrine, like they they're triggering each other. Like if you're eating too much sugar, you're triggering your endocrine system, and if your endocrine system's off, you're sort of craving sugar. I don't know, right? I don't know. So if you look, you're going to say apple slices with almond butter, great snack. Berries with yogurt, a Greek yogurt, organic, no sugar, right? Sweet potato with chicken and avocado, perfect. Or a sliced fresh turkey breast, so good. Turkey's so underrated. It's so good for you. Whole grain crackers with hummus. Prioritize fiber, vegetables, beans, lentils, chia seed, flaxseed, berries, avocados, whole grains. Small, consistent choices create the greatest long-term results. Okay, so you're nourishing both partners. Don't think, your partner doesn't need to be healthy as well. That you can't be doing all of this work and then your partner's out there doing whatever he wants, because the sperm plays a role clearly in the health of the fetus, right? So factors that influence sperm quality include nutrition, blood sugar, stress, sleep. It's everything, right? Smoking, alcohol intake, environmental toxin exposure, obesity, physical activity. So male fertility, right? You're talking about zinc, sperm production, testosterone synthesis, reproductive health. Pumpkin seeds, eggs, legumes, grass-finished beef, all super important. I have a baby book I'm writing too. It's not finished. It's got a lot of work. Ooh, Lauren, you should write the forward to it. I'm going to send it to you when it's done. You should write like a forward for me if you want to. Omega-3 fats help support healthy sperm membranes and may improve sperm motility, right? So you're talking about wild salmon, sardines, anchovies, walnuts, chia, antioxidants. Oxidative stress damages sperm DNA, right? So colorful fruits, vegetables provide antioxidants that help protect reproductive cells and encourage both partners to consume. You want to consume lots of rainbow, right? Of produce. So you're looking at, whatever, strawberries, oranges, greens, carrots, yams, purple sweet potatoes. You've got to include them every day in your diet. The vegetables that are not acidic, I would stay away from nightshades. There's a wonderful book. Let me see if I can grab it off my counter. You can order it. Hold on. So if you go to my LINK and the BIO, if you go to the LINK and the BIO and you go visit my friend Stan, scroll all the way down and it says My Kitchen Essentials. In there is a book. I think you can get it there. It's called Alkalize or Die. It's a pretty intense book. However, thank you, Duresh. However, I love this book. It has a little chart in it, alkalize and acidic, and it has lists and lists and lists of alkalizing foods. It will have all your list of vegetables. You can order it there. I'm pretty positive it's on that page. So you go to that LINK and the BIO. You go to the stan.store. And you scroll all the way to the bottom of my list of things. I'm telling you now, Karma, you go to the LINK and the BIO, you visit Stan, my Stan store, you scroll all the way down and you click, it says My Kitchen Essentials. On that, hi Saki, thank you. On that, you'll see My Kitchen Essentials, and in that list, you'll find a link to this book. That's the best way I can tell you to get it. But it's a great book because it just has all the food lists. It was written, let me see. It's a really good resource. The last time this book came out, it started in 1991, and the last time it came out was in 2006. Hi, Aurora. If you guys, you can also, I don't know why it's not letting me get to you. Just DM me. I'll be on my thing. Okay, here, I got you. All right, I got you, Aurora. You can also, if you go to my profile and you hit the bell, hit all. Don't just hit like personal and stuff. If you hit all when I'm live, it'll show up. The name of the book is Alkalize or DIE. If I say it, I'll get in trouble, so. Yeah, if you go on and then if you scroll, it takes you to my website. It's like you're gonna click a bunch of links. Sorry. I don't know how else to get you to some of the things that I recommend. Thanks, Viviana. It's a really great book. If you're into like the alkalizing foods, it's a very, very, very easy read, a little scary. Just get the information. Don't worry about the drama. Dig through the drama. Apricots, apples, avocados, bananas, berries, cactus, cantaloupe. These are all high alkaline foods. Cranberries, plums, and prunes are acid forming. I think that's a good start. What do you do? One of those waters that are like 9.0 or something. You know what people talk about all the time, and I always want to get one, but they're like $5,000. Those Keegan or Kagan water purifiers. I want one so bad, but I just never have the money to buy that. But I'm just always like, oh my God, that's such a great water filter. I know about it for years. Don't be sad. It's very normal here, Sean. It's my duty to see your salts. Cheers. Yeah, it's so good. All right, let's talk about this because I want to make 2 things for you today before we jump off. So, here's another thing. Let's take a hike, dude. Not interested. It's not a way to behave on this thing. Creating a fertility-friendly home. Are you guys ready? Some of the things that you want to do. If you want to have a baby, consider consider these simple changes. Avoid microwaving food. Just get rid of your microwave. I have actually never owned a microwave, ever. We have one in the kitchen and I can't stand it. I brought in my little convection oven into the commercial kitchen, into the deli, but I'm not into it. If you guys can tap more and share, it's really gonna help the live. This is our goal over here too. Hold on, let me put it up. You want to get rid of your microwave. You want to reduce plastic exposure, meaning don't use plastic to store food. Get glass. Choose stainless steel or glass water bottles. Avoid placing hot food into plastic. These small changes can reduce exposure to compounds such as BPA, the phthalates, all that crap. Get rid of that. Consider not dyeing your hair for the duration of, wanting to get pregnant all the way to, breastfeeding, all of that. Don't be dyeing your hair.
What's today?
Today's Wednesday.
Why were you running out of the house?
What?
Why were you running out of the house?
I wasn't running out of the house. I was preparing for my class.
How did I not see you when I walked out? That was the most intense workout of my life.
Awesome. I fed them, but they have to get walked. Choose organic food wherever possible. Natural cleaning products. You want to get rid of anything. Like if you guys are using any fragrance cleaning products, toss them. Plug-in crap, toss them. Remember what we have? Remember these? We made these. I taught you how to make them. I taught you guys how to make these, the organic air fresheners. Start using these in your kitchen. And if you don't have time to make them, that's okay. Buy them, the good ones. And they smell so good. Smell that. Use these as air fresheners. Don't use them. Everybody can always use more attention, Duresh. Always, right? How do you make that? And for the softener for the clothes, laundry. You know what I do in my laundry? I have essential oil. We'll make laundry. Let's make laundry detergent. We're going to make laundry detergent. Also, if you use a dishwasher, get rid of those smelly pods, because if you ever this is when it hit me. About 15 years ago, I was walking past my dishwasher and steam was coming up and I could smell the chemical and I had an absolute freak attack and threw them out. My husband wanted to unalive me. And now we use Molly Suds dishwashing pods. I love this. I love these. Safe, no dioxane, formaldehyde, synthetic dyes, fragrances, phthalates, or phosphates. I prefer no fragrance, but I don't smell this, so it's fine. We have no kind of, we don't use Febreze in this house. We don't use plug-in shit. None of that. You want to get rid of all of that. The Molly's. This is the Molly Suds. This one's citrus. Not a fan of smells. We use the sheets now or 7th generation free and clear liquid. No fragrance at all. You got to pick? Yeah, sure. Hold on. I would use the fragrance free dishwashing pods, but hold on. I'm going to mirror so you guys could take the right pick. Did that work? Yeah. Yeah, change it immediately. You don't want that stuff smelling into your house. You don't realize that stuff lingers in your house, right? And if there are phthalates, I mean, I don't want to say it, but Cascade Ponds, that's the one I smelled. I thought I was going to lose my mind. And then I got a really good air filter system in the house. I got the molecular air filters and I run them so that my air is clean in the house. I have a very severe allergy to dust mites. It triggers Meniere's for me. I haven't had a Meniere's attack in, I want to say almost 20 years. But I was look at what you learned today. It's so important, especially baby making years. And if you have little kids in the house, if you're asthmatic, if you have respiratory, if you're prone to respiratory or allergies. So I use dryer balls, the wool dryer balls. I throw them in and that takes all the static electricity, softens my clothes, all of that. Jay, I use molecule. I love it. It was really expensive, but it's a great brand. I love them. This is the company. Oh, wait. Hold. Molekule. I don't want to get in trouble. Moves. No, you got to get rid of that, Karma. You don't want that. You find like 7th generation. It's this one. They're a little they're expensive, but they're the one they work the best. Pollen, dust mites, pet dander, virus, VOCs, gases from smoke, mold, and more. It has a PECO, the HEPA. It's a really good system. I love it. We have 2 of them. One downstairs and one upstairs. Cleans everything. And you can attach it to an app and it will tell you, what's going on. And my daughter has one in her college dorm. What'd I miss? So, simple swaps, natural cleaning products, unscented household products. 7th generation makes great cleaning products. And the other company that's really good, hold on, I'll show you. So these are all the cleaning products I have. Like Method wood polish. I use beeswax for that wood. ECOS, great company. This one, the Earth Friendly is pretty good. And then obviously 7th generation is always really good. This is the stuff that's going to support baby making, right? A year out, a year out, if you start making these shifts, you're starting to have an environment, a cleaner environment where you can, you know, it's just better. I don't know how else to say it. If you like scents, make these. Make these. And what I do now is like I have lavender. Hey Daresh, I have lavender essential oil by my laundry, and if I want a little bit of smell in my laundry, I use the laundry sheets, and then I put a dropper full of lavender I just put lavender in in the washing machine once I throw the clothes in, and then it's fine. That's how I do it. Guys, we need to crush that. Hold on, let me see what we got going on here. Let's finish these and then we'll drop a few more goals. Please, if you can help, that's great. It'll keep us going down to the D leagues. Starting over. It's going back to the start, right? Like, remember that game, Sorry? You like play and then you like have to go all the way back to the beginning. Glass, and then look, cast iron or stainless steel cookware, and then this is my new favorite, the Caraway brand. This is non-stick, chemical free. I love it. It's heavy. It's super easy to clean. You cook low. You don't cook high heat. Also in the Stan store, I think it's in the first thing. Like, if you go there and look at their products, their Caraway pots and pans, it's fabulous. If you go to that LANK, the link, and you hit the Stan, there's like, a percentage off or something. But they always have sales, and they have different colors. I love this pot. I want to buy more. I just don't have a reason to buy more right now. But stainless steel, I love this for nonstick, and cast iron, the only pots. Get rid of your aluminum, get rid of all that nonstick shit that you scratch. You want to get rid of that. These are all the things that are going to support baby making and raising kids, No plastic cutting boards. Do the not plastic cut, not do bamboo. Awesome. All right. Let's see. All my notes. So I have 35 pages here for you guys. Personal care. Shampoos, synthetic fragrances, lotions, all of that stuff. Read the labels. Get rid of all the synthetic chemicals that you're dousing your body in. Remember, they absorb into your skin. The skin is the largest organ of your body. The less chemicals, the better your space is to have a baby. Always. All right? Gut health and fertility. A healthy digestive system supports nutrient absorption, immune balance, hormone metabolism, inflammation regulation, fermented vegetables, yogurt, kefir, bone broth, vegetables. And if you think you've had enough vegetables, eat more veggies. Fiber-rich foods. After today's kitchen pharmacy class, I know, right? Instead of like millennials, it'll be the Lizzieals. All right. Why gut health matters before pregnancy. The digestive system must efficiently absorb nutrients in order to build the nutritional reserves required for pregnancy. The folate, the iron, zinc, vitamin B12, choline, calcium, magnesium, all those micronutrients, very, 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 very important. They all depend on a healthy digestive system. And if it's impaired, supporting digestion can help both conception and then ensure that the baby and the mama are healthy the whole time. Now, let's talk really quick about gut hormone, and then I want to make a couple of things for you guys so that you have a couple of recipes. There's like 5 or 6 recipes in this packet, and tons of food combinations for you to explore and learn and create a diet for yourself. Hey, Joanne. The digestive system and hormonal system are closely connected, right? Gut microbiome there's a community of trillions and trillions of microorganisms living in the large intestines, and they play a role in hormone regulation, right? So it helps metabolize and eliminate excess hormones. It supports healthy estrogen balance, reduces inflammation, supports immune function, and it produces certain vitamins, and it influences mood and stress response. So an imbalanced gut microbiome, it's usually referred to like dysbiosis. I think I just got a mosquito bite. May contribute to dysbiosis. It can contribute to increased inflammation and alter the hormone metabolism. And those kinds of things, that's the stuff that when you start saying, oh, I can't get pregnant, all these things, once you start to like balance that stress, calm the gut, build all of these things. That's why a year ahead, you're first married, you have some fun for a couple of years, and you say, okay, I'm ready to have babies. That's when you start. Let's look at our diet. Let's change the chemicals in the house. Let's change our laundry detergent. Am I dyeing my hair? Start to remove all of those things and add in the more healthy, pro-baby making environment. And then all of a sudden, it isn't going to be hard to have a baby. It really won't. You add the nutrients in and you are done. Right? You're so in. So possible signs that your digestive health may need some support: bloating, gas, constipation, diarrhea, you have reflux. And ladies and gentlemen, it's for both of you. Mrs. Stay Healthy, don't forget, drop your heart and then go download this from the, it's already in the recipe vault. So it's there for you. It's like 36 pages, and I'm working on a baby book. I thought it would have been finished by now, but it is a lot of work. It's a lot of work. A lot of wonderful work, but I want this book to be perfect. It's going to be a lot of this is going to be in the book. This is a small part of it. But it's preconception to conception. And then I take you through every trimester of the baby. Then I take you to postpartum. So it's like the whole journey, and it's completely food and healing. It's going to be a beautiful book when it's finished. I thought it was going to be finished way long time ago, but it's a lot. But this is going to help you start the journey. Yeah. Yes. And you want to start, a minimum of 6 months before the baby, you want to start, trying for babies. And then even if you're now involved in making babies, great. Start making the changes because it's just going to help. Hi, Dewdrop. All right, now, so you have all these things. Okay, wait, hold on. Fiber-rich foods. We already know those. You know your fiber-rich foods. Fermented foods, prebiotic foods, garlic, onions, leeks, asparagus, Jerusalem artichoke, that's the root, oats, bananas, and apples. Bone broth, really important. All right. And then, always manage the stress. The worst thing you can do is stress out that you're not pregnant, that you're not getting pregnant. Don't do that to yourself. Do not do that to yourself. I know that's so easier said than done, but the more stress involved in trying to baby make, the harder it becomes, right? So many people, you'll hear those stories. Oh my God, I gave up. I'm not going to, we just can't have a baby. And then boom, you're pregnant. Or it takes you forever to get pregnant. And then you have Irish twins right after, within 15 months, you're pregnant again. So just keep those things in mind. Stress plays a huge role. All right. I want to get to recipes. I want to make with you guys some meatballs. So this is what I did. I gave you sort of a perspective on preconception, nourishment, and gave you all the different looks: conventional, functional, naturopathic, all of those things, all my favorites. So daily kitchen pharmacy habits. You're eating a protein-rich breakfast. Always. Yes, exactly, Robin. You're including vegetables at lunch and dinner, consuming healthy fats every day. You're drinking tons of water. You're prioritizing sleep, moving your body, spend time outdoors, build meals around real food. And it's not a bad idea to get rid of recreational drugs and alcohol. Remember, your space is a temple, and the cleaner your body is, the easier it's going to get to conceive a baby, and the healthier the baby's going to be. Nice and simple. The last group of pages, I have a bunch of recipes in the recipe section. So there's tons of recipes in here. I'm going to do 2 today with you. I want to show you 2. I'm going to show you a drink, a citrus folate smoothie I want to show you. And there's a berry bowl in here. Oh, I'm going to show you 3. I'm going to do a pumpkin seed trail mix for you. It's like one of our snack jars. And we're going to make meatballs. A nice protein-rich beef meatball. There's a chicken dish in here. There's a quinoa nourish bowl, a fertility berry oatmeal bowl, a garden vegetable egg muffin, roasted butternut squash and lentil salad. So there's some nice recipes in here to sort of, kick off the baby making, the baby making party. Woo! All right, so let's look real quick at, let's do the meatballs. So while they're cooking, we'll do the other 2 things. All right. I'm just going to blend. We're going to put oats in this, in the meatballs, as our breadcrumb. And they're gluten-free oats. So if you are gluten-free. Now, if you can't handle oats, you could do a quinoa flour or a brown rice flour. You could do that. Or a 1-to-1, like a gluten-free breadcrumb. But what I'm doing is I want every single ingredient to matter, right? That's our goal this morning. So we're gonna do rolled oats. I have a gluten-free quick oat here, but I'm gonna just blend it just a little bit, just to make it a little bit smaller. It doesn't have to be much smaller, but just a little bit. Tapping is clapping. You're gonna find this entire class, this little ebook that I made, in the recipe vault, in the link in my bio. It's there for you. All right, so now that's gonna be my bowl. Here it is. You guys have any questions about this class? It's a good class. It's going to be very helpful. It's inspiring too. For people who want to have babies, send this to them. Download it to them. All right. We get our beef. So you want to use a grass-finished, beef for this. A regenerative agriculture. My favorite is Thousand Hills. I think they do a great job. And Nyman Ranch just came out with an organic regenerative agriculture beef line also that's really good. So those are my two favorites. If you have a local beef producer that that you like, that you know they do all the things right, you can use that as well. Now we're gonna add a little oregano in these. Now these are not my regular meatballs, but I just thought they would be fun to have a different meatball. Oh, good. I love that. You mean you bought a cow, like a living cow that you're gonna raise for food, or you butchered like a whole cow to have meat? So I put in here, and we're going to chop a little bit of onion. No, sorry, we know a farmer, and he's doing it for us. Oh, that's great. I love that. That's really a good way to do it, honestly. And then you store it, you have it for the year, and you're using the whole animal, which I love. You're going to get the marrow bones so you can make bone broth. Sorry, love it. That's the way. If you have access to that, it's a great way to do it. Now I'm going to put some onion in here, right? You got your prebiotics in here. Love that. The only thing I would never use is the organ meats. It would freak me out. Thank you for my heart. Thank you. Stay happy. All right. So we're just going to, and then I would make some roasted vegetables with this, which we can also do. Now, if you're not into the meatball, you can make this into little mini meatloaves, right? All right, put some onion in here. Now you can also put a little bit of garlic powder in if you like. All right, we're gonna crack an egg. Ooh, Viviana, that's cool. I can't do it. I cannot do organ meats. I just can't. I can taste, chopped liver when I make it, because I make it for like the Jewish holidays and stuff, but I can't personally eat it. Just doesn't go for me. Okay, so let's see. We have onion, the rolled oats, the eggs, the little salt, basil. Perfect. That's it. Very simple. Now, you can make this with tomato sauce. You can make this. You can add more vegetables if you like. If you like a little celery, if you like whatever it is you want to add to it. You want to make it more more like an Italian meatball. You could do that. I'm making this so that it hold on. I'm making it, it's just a savory meatball, simple. You could do a brown sauce with this. If you have like a brown gravy, you could add that to this. That would be my choice, is like a brown gravy to this. And it's like a nice savory meatball. You have the oats in here instead of breadcrumb, you know, like a refined carbohydrate. Now you have like a whole grain. And we're just mixing this together. Now, what I always do when I am making anything like this, I will cook a little bit of it first just to taste it for flavor, to make sure I like the flavor, because there's nothing worse than making this recipe and then not, you know, then you're saying, oh, I should have added this or that. So I'm going to take a little bit of this and we're going to cook a little bit just to make sure the flavors are nice. And then we'll adjust the flavor, and then we'll go ahead and, you know, go ahead and, what do you call it? Oh my God, my brain just shut off. Ooh, look, I have this nice little patty pan squash. We're gonna roast this with our meatballs, right? So you have a little fiber in this with your oats, right? So you're covered there. Now we're gonna do a little roasted vegetable. I'm gonna do a little squash. So you're getting even more fiber and your colorful vegetable, right? So I have a yellow squash and a zucchini. So you are covered, and this is a nice, quick, easy, healthy, nutrient-dense meal. And if you have a little bit of, I think I might have brown gravy in my freezer. That's a wonderful way to finish this meal. So we're just chopping all this up, and we're gonna put a little bit of nice healthy olive oil on here, a little thyme, a little garlic, and we're gonna roast these vegetables and serve it with our meatballs. Let me see, I'm pretty sure I have a brown gravy in here. Let me see. Oh, I see it. Look. Now, keep in mind, yes, I have mine in here, and it's in plastic, but keep in mind, buy yourself mason jars. Store your food in mason jars. A lot of garlic. Store your food in mason jars. You know, if you get the wide mouth ones and you don't fill them all the way to the top, you could freeze them. But look how quick and easy this is. You don't have, it's not a lot of work. You can, you know, throw something quick like this together. Nice olive oil. A little salt. Let me flip our meatball over. Remember, I'm trying the flavor, right? And then I'm going to put a pinch of thyme and some garlic powder. Oh, thank you. little pinch of thyme, lots of garlic. Oh. Hold on, let me grab some parchment. And then we have a couple more recipes to do. It's baby making recipes. Just mixing this up. Roasting these bad boys. Here we go. All right, let's try this. Rodney, thank you. So good. I'm gonna add a pinch of oh my God. So delicious. It's gonna be so good with the brown gravy. You're gonna be like, what? Now I have to teach you the brown gravy recipe. If you have brisket, that's the secret. But you can also do it with bones. You can roast the bones. Thanks for the follow. All right. Perfect. Now we're going to make little meatballs. And while that's cooking, we're going to make 2 more recipes for you guys. And then everything is in all the recipes that we've done today and this whole packet is in the Stan store. So you can go to the recipe vault and download this packet. And I'm going to just roast these in the oven. We're going to put them on, we're going to put these on about 350, 325 in the convection part of the little Cuisinart oven. It works so well. And this with the roasted vegetables is going to make a great meal for you. And it's fast. You see how fast we did this? It's not a big deal. You know, you can just throw this together. You can put the meat, you can make the meatballs and then throw them in the fridge and you're good. My daughter's taking a nap after her gym class. So when she wakes up, she's going to have these meatballs. She's going to be so happy. And then if you like red sauce, you could do red sauce. But I think these are going to lend themselves to a nice like gravy, like a brown gravy. And you can make that. If you have a pen and paper, I can actually tell you, right? You roast your bones, get a couple of marrow bones, roast them, and then, put a little tomato paste on them and roast them. And then you're going to put them on the stove top and make a stock. You're going to take all the drippings from the roasting and throw them in there. And then you're going to add, you can add a little carrot, celery, and onion and just kind of boil that down. And it's going to make a beautiful brown gravy. If you have a brisket, I always like to make an extra bit of gravy when I'm braising, and I freeze that gravy and I keep it like liquid gold. I'm going to have to do that brisket with you guys here one day. I'm going to do that so that you learn. Look at that. This is a pound of meat, right? A pound of chopped meat gets you 3, 6, 9, about 12 meatballs. 11, 12 meatballs, which is perfect. Aww. All right, we're gonna throw these in the oven. And if you want to make them smaller, where you want like a little mini meatball, you could do that too. All right. Hold on. I just want to warm up the gravy. All right. I love these meatballs already. What is it, allergy for the meatball? Is that why you don't want to do it? Allergy to the oats? You could do a quinoa flour, a brown rice flour. You could do you could just do a breadcrumb if you wanted. The reason why I'm using the oats is to create more of a fiber-rich meatball. That's what I would do. Hi, Edna. Thanks for the follow. I'm just chipping away at my gravy. Let me see if I can crack this in half. Oh, there we go. I had this frozen, and as I was making the meatballs, I was like, oh, we need gravy. Not sauce, not like a tomato sauce. Okay. We're gonna simmer this on the fire, nice and slow. All right, so now we have our meatballs in. We have our roasted veg. Let's do our other couple of recipes so that you can see. If you're here for the first time, I'm Chef Liz. I've been cooking organic whole foods for 40 years, since I'm very young, 18. It's my birthday next week. I'm over 60. And I came on here about a little less than 2 years ago, and I started teaching everything I know about food and healing and organic food and organic lifestyle. And thank you, June. Help June rock and roll this. We need to get there. We need to get there. Okay, so we have our roasted veg. I've got this brown meatball going, and now, so you can find me everywhere. The Organic Food Movement. YT has all my replays. Book of Face has us, and you can find my monthly schedule there. And then, hold on, when this goes away, we want to finish this goal right there. Oops, it's gone. All right, hold on. I want to just put up here for you guys. You can find me here. And then in the LINK and the BIO, we have all the things going on up there in the Stan store. And that will help you. There's a recipe vault with over 600 recipes in it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Help June. Help June. Look at that. We have like 72 out of 100 of our little live things. Let's see if we can reset this and rock and roll our party here. Let's see what we can do. Let's see what fun. Ooh, divine fingers. That's fun, kind of funny. Well, let's do a galaxy. We got this. We got this. All right, hold on one more. I'm going to edit one more because we finished these goals. We'll do a good morning. There we go. Let's see if we can finish this. All right. Yay. Okay, so then, hi, hearts. Thank you, June. We're getting there. All right, now. Ooh, that's not hard to do right there. I know you guys can help. All right, now what I want to do next, I want to do the pumpkin seed trail mix. You up for that? That's easy. This is baby friendly, right? If you want to, you could do it also as a snack for yourself, but this is going to have all the ingredients are really so that you're getting the nutrient dense snack even when even though you want to have something, yummy, it can also be nutrient dense. And that's what you're looking for, right? You know how they always say, oh, you're eating for two, stuff your face. And it's like, no, that's not actually the premise, right? When you're eating for two, you want to be eating nutrient dense so your body gets the nutrients it needs to support another living being, right? So we're going to add coconut flakes. I love these big coconut flakes. They're so yummy. This is a healthy fat, right? Now we're going to add pumpkin seeds, iron and zinc, goji berries, high antioxidant. This is like a brain food. This would be a snack I would take with me all the time when I'm setting up my being to have a baby. And this is what I'd be munching on. Because all you're doing is feeding your body intense, nutrient-dense food. I have some almonds. I don't have any walnuts today. I don't know why I keep forgetting to get walnuts. All right. And then we're going to add a little cacao nib to this. That's going to give you natural energy, a little bittersweetness. If you are very sensitive to cacao, because when I eat one of these, I immediately feel the energy boost. If you can't handle it, you can leave it out. Now, the only thing I don't have for this is the dried cherries. So if you can put the dried cherries in here, great. If you don't have it, it's okay. Now, if you need a little sweetness, you can get those like dairy-free chips. All right, let's look at our meatballs. Ooh, they look so good. You could do you could put some cooked cold quinoa too in those meatballs if you wanted to. Somebody was asking if they didn't have to do oats. What choice could we have? But look, if you're pregnant, everything you put in your mouth you want to look at as nutrient dense before pregnancy. That way, when you get to being pregnant and you start craving tree nut allergy. Okay, T-Man. Also, I'm pretty sure you're in the recipe vault. If you go in there, you can find a bunch of different recipes for these jars. I have all kinds. And then I'm sure you know this brand. If you want to put a little sweetness in there for the kids, you can get, do you know this brand, Enjoy Life? They're completely allergy free. You could add a few of these to just add like that little sweet boost you might want. And there you go. You could take this on the road with you, flying, you're going to a family event and you need to just stay nourished. Yeah, it's a great, and now you have this yummy dried, like the Tierra Farms dried fruits and nuts are the best. I know you said you can't do nuts, but there's enough things that, now with the tree nut allergy, do you find that they can do coconut? But they can have coconut. Oh, okay, perfect. Yeah. Mm. If you're trying to get pregnant, this is your snack jar. This is your snack jar. Yep, they were going crazy in the kitchen yesterday with Argentina. All work stopped. It was so fun. All right, so now you have your snack jar. Let's see what's going on over here. We have our beef gravy coming along. I'm warming that. Let's look at our vegetables. I think I want to give them a turn. Look. Now, what's great about this and this little class is that if you start a year ahead and you are locked in, by the time you get to being pregnant, it's going to be a lot easier. You're not going to feel guilty, you know, like saying, oh my God, I should have listened to Chef and, you know, changed my diet or, you know, did all these things and I didn't do them and now blah, blah, blah. Forget all that. None of that matters. Start now. If you want to get pregnant, you know somebody that wants to get pregnant, start now. Look at these. I'm just going to turn them over to get the crisp on the other side. And then I'm also going to take the fat from the meatballs and I'm going to put it into the gravy. Because, you know, it's just going to taste even better. These look beautiful. Look, I got a fried texture because I have it on that convection setting without having to fry the meatball. Look at that. And then I'm not going to be able to do that, but I'll wait. Let me just get a little fried texture on the top of that meatball, and then these are done. So yummy. They do, right? Oh my God, this is so good. Can they have seeds, T-Man? Just not tree nuts, right? So you could do like sunflower seeds, pumpkin seeds. And what's good about pumpkin seeds for the kids, you know, parasites, worms. They don't even have to know. It's just detoxing them. All right, next. The last one we're going to do before I leave you today is we're going to make a quick smoothie. And also what's great about this, guys, is if you are, look, I'm just warming up the gravy. It smells like beef gravy. Like it's going to go so well with those meatballs. OMG. My family's going to be so happy. This is lunch. They're going to be like, Mom made us lunch. There you go. This is great for kids. It's just a good all around meal. And really, I can't say it enough. Preparing yourself to have children, right? Greatest gift in the world. When you start with the nutrient dense, yes, a Swedish meatball. Yeah, kind of. That's exactly what this is, really. When you eat nutrient dense, you do not crave other foods. You just don't. And you almost can't overeat when you're consistently eating nutrient dense. Because it's exactly that. It's so nutrient dense that your body gets what it needs, and then you're like, this is great. I don't need anything else. I'm not hungry. And you look up and the day is over and you didn't crave chips and continue eating chips all day long, and then you eat candy, and then you know what I mean? Like you just in the circle of garbage. And the more you get done, the sooner you start. By the time you do get pregnant, you're already locked in. Are you going to have craving days where you want a candy bar or pizza or crap? Of course you are. But the foundation has been laid, and now you're going to feel so much better. Seriously. All right, now, let's see. We're going to do an orange. I hope I have all the stuff now that I said I'm doing it. I could have sworn I had everything the other day here. Let me see. All right, let me see. Hold, please. We have flaxseed, we have hemp, we have lemon juice. I have my almonds. Let me see, I think I have an avocado, banana, orange, and spinach. If I don't, we'll twist it around a little bit. All right, I got my orange. I got my spinach. I'm not sure I have an avocado, but I might. Let me see. I don't. So we're gonna do a cucumber. Let's just do a cucumber. We'll do a cucumber and an orange. I don't have the avocado. Oh, I might have frozen banana. Hold on. I think I have frozen banana. Pomegranate, peach. I have banana. Perfect. All right, the only thing I don't have is the avocado. So pretend there's avocado in here too. Yeah, ice cream pickles, give me meatballs. Of course. Okay, I'm gonna take these out. These are ready. And our vegetables are ready. And we'll plate this as soon as we finish our smoothie. All right, give me 1 minute and then we'll plate everything. All right, so now let's do a cucumber. We'll pretend it's a banana. I don't know. This is great for kids too. Oh no, we have banana. Hello. So we're gonna put a banana in here. And then let me just wash this off. We'll throw the cucumber in. That's our avocado. I don't know. Now we're gonna do our orange. We're gonna peel the orange. We're gonna take the peel off, okay? I'm just peeling it over so that when the juice goes all over the place, it goes into the actual smoothie. This is a great way to start your day in the morning, right? You're getting ready, you're thinking about having a baby, how wonderful it's gonna be, and here you are with this beautiful orange. It's going in the bucket. We're gonna add some spinach. And now we're gonna add all the other goodness to this too. We're gonna add hemp seed, which adds protein. We're gonna do an unsweetened almond milk. Now for mamas that wanna give this to their kids, you can use, rice milk. If you have a tree nut allergy, you could use a rice milk. You could use hemp milk. Look, we're gonna add our spinach. You see how nutrient dense this is? If you need a little extra protein and you wanna do like a protein powder in here, you could do that. We're also gonna add a little chia. You can add your hemp. This is nice protein right here. I mean, look at this. Yep, flax is coming, sister. flax. And then, last but never least, remember, if there was an avocado in here, you'd have that creaminess too. But you can leave, right? You see how you could leave it out if you want. Now, it also has lemon juice. I know a lot of people love having lemon juice in their smoothie. I do not, so I'm leaving it out. I'm so excited. Look at that. Mm. Mm. Mm, mm, mm. Let me just rinse this because I don't like it sticking to this blender. All right. There you go. Look at this beautiful day of food. I want to have a baby. Here I am. I have it's so good. Yeah. If I had it, I would have thrown it in. It's part of the recipe for sure. All right, now let's look at all the rest of the food we have here. Bowls, please. Let me get my bowls. All right. All right. Look at this. Here's our vegetable. Oh, those look perfect. Now, we're going to add our meatballs. Hold on. Hold, please. It will make you feel the best you ever felt, right? It's superfood, exactly. Oh, I love that. Superfood, super healthy, super baby. Look, watching TV, you're relaxing for the night, and there you go. You're burning healthy, smelly, beautiful, things. Your clothes are clean. You don't have dye in your hair. And this is how you start. How insane. How much nutrients are in that meal. Exactly. Let me tell you something. You eat a meal like this. You start your day like this. You don't need anything else. You drink a smoothie like this at your desk. With the hemp and the flax and the banana. I mean, you're done. It's the real medicine, Bridge. It doesn't, and the best part about it is it's not like you're saying, oh my God, I don't want to eat this way. You know what I mean? I want to be pregnant again. I know, right? I just want to be pregnant again and eat this way. Oh, look at that. What's beautiful about this, it's like, it's not girly food. You know what I mean? Boys can eat it too. Your partner can be eating this wonderful meal to feel good, and you don't need anything else, you know? You can make the meatballs smaller if you like. This is a beautiful way to eat and nourish yourself. Oh my God. This tastes so good. Look at that meal. Look at that meal. Little snack. Put this at your desk. I'll take it. I know, right? Put this at your desk. Eat this. When the coffee cake is flying by and the bagels and all that shit is flying by and pizza, and you get to eat this, people are gonna be like, what are you eating? Where'd you get it? I want that. You know what I mean? It's contagious. You naturally, even kids are gonna go for this food too. Now, a couple of things let's talk about. For people with allergies that can't eat some of the things that I made with it, when you get the recipes in the recipe vault, you can, thank you. You can, I'm getting my, my straw because I want to drink this. When you get this from the recipe vault, there'll be ways to make it. Like I always have like vegan, gluten-free, all of those things to mix. Kids love when you give them toothpicks to eat. Yeah, you could divide these meatballs into like what Robin was saying, make them as a Swedish meatball and make them smaller. I was just doing it quick because, we're doing this for, on live. So I didn't want to sit here and make little baby meatballs. Thank you for all the gifts. If we can rock that number out today, I would be very, very happy. Just so that we don't lose completely all the work we've done over the years. We just did baby making, preparing your body for pregnancy. It was great. The smoothie was an orange, banana. I use frozen banana. Love you. Wait, hold on. Where is it? Where's the recipe? Hold on. Almond milk. Where did I put that recipe? Oh, here it is. A citrus folate, right? Remember what we talked about? Folate, brain health for the baby. Oh, so this is already posted in the recipe vault. It's already there. It's already there. Today I'll be in my office all day. I'm working on, next Wednesday after our depression kitchen pharmacy class, we are going to be live the whole day with my photographer, and we're going to be doing the photography for the salad cookbook. And you guys are going to be here with me the whole day. So take the day off, clear your schedule. We're going to have some fun. And you're going to meet the best photographers on the planet. if you're getting married, if you want family photography, if you're writing a cookbook, if you're into the boudoir session photos, if you have a business, I mean, they are amazing. Go check out JAG Studios and check out her work. I mean, she's unbelievable. And give her a follow because she's amazing and she's my friend. It's sort of nepotism, but not really. But she's wonderful. Jacqueline and her husband Chris will be here all day with me, and we'll be shooting I think 25, 30 salads, and you guys are going to be here. You're going to see it all. They're so excited. I'm like, you're going to meet my peeps. We're going to have a great time. So this is in the recipe vault, LANK and the BIO. Thank you, Lauren. Thank you, guys. If you want to crush this goal today, I would love it. It's in the recipe vault. There's over 600 recipes in there and over 40 kitchen pharmacy class little mini ebooks from like 15 pages to 100-page book, little ebooks on all types of issues. So yummy, so delicious. Which is a great little ebook to start your journey to pregnancy. And you're not depleting your fun of food. You're I don't know, what are you doing? I have no idea. What are we doing, Robin? We are nourishing our bodies with delicious food. So you don't feel like you're missing anything. I gotta try this meatball with the gravy. It just smells so damn good. I can't sit here and not eat it. Let me try one. Ooh. They are melt in your mouth, crispy on the outside, melt in your mouth. We're giving our future the best through food. That is true. Oh my God. That meatball's un-effing believable, honestly. Holy moly. Breakfast. All right, my loves. Another fun class. It's so good. I will see you guys tomorrow night. Maybe I'll come on tonight because I really don't want to slip into the D leagues. That's going to make me so bummed. I should shut that off and never think about it again. You're welcome, Bridge. Guys, don't forget to grab your recipes from the vault today. They're wonderful. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow, Larry. Anybody else need any other questions answered? Any other love? Anything you need? We're all good? Now you guys can go make babies. Go make some babies. Go make some babies. Hi, Kaylee. Hi, Just Followed. Bye, everyone. Have a great, healthy day. Honestly. I'm too old to make babies. It's all right. We can still eat really well. We can feed our babies that are already here. Share this with someone you know. I'm too old to make babies. We're not too old to try them. You're welcome, Viviana. Oh my God, that meatball's so good. Yeah, it's in the vault already. It's so great, isn't it? Sweet dreams, everybody. I will see you all tomorrow night. Yippee! Oh my God, that's so good. For anybody that's new here, let me just post this one more time for you. Don't forget, replays are on YT. Jump into the Book of Faith so you can get the schedule. All the classes for the month are right here. Oh my God, that meatball is so freaking good. Bye, friends. Have a wonderful day. Yay. All right, signing off. See you tomorrow night.